And then we got some issues there.
Right.
No, come on now. We're more mature than that.
That's
We're
it.
better than that.
Mm.
The
maturity,
better
the
than
maturity.
that. Mm.
But when you do acts of service, husband and wives, I mean, do acts of service for each other. Sometimes, husband, you go make the breakfast for the wife. The wife more likely always make the. Oh, I think you need coffee too. Hello,
you got me on. It's catchy. It's your fault.
Go make her breakfast sometime or make her coffee or whatever sometime. Don't always expect that to be the case. Some mornings, most mornings my wife's always up before I am. And most mornings, 99% of the time, she's already made coffee. There may be 1% of the time that I get up that it's not there. So do I go off because of that one time? No. Why you ain't made the coffee? You always make up. No, it's not, quote unquote, it's not really her job, just her job to do it. I get up and although she get up before me, so she wants to have her coffee or whatever before I even get up. But if I come down and it's not made, it's not for me to go off and get upset and angry. But the thing for me to just to make the coffee and keep it moving. But don't get bent out of shape because it's something that a person has always done, and this one time they don't do it. And now you upset and mad. No, that's not the way to handle it. But you get up sometimes. If you up early, sometimes like on Sundays, I may get up and come down early. Most Sunday mornings, I leave home earlier. But I may make the coffee on Sundays. But all the other 5-6 days, she done made it. So that's something that's an act of service. Would I be upset if I come down a couple of days a week and it's not made? No, I have no right to be upset and angry because I can make it myself. So don't look for the person it's just a given that they gonna do this. No, don't look for that to be a given. No, it's you do your part, they do their part, and everybody work together. Right. But it's so important that we kind of share the load in doing things. Be willing to help somebody. Right. Be willing to do something for somebody else and not always look for somebody to do something for you.
Right. It's so funny. Remember a couple weeks ago we said how our coffee pot broke. That we had gotten a gift from our sister-in-law and brother-in-law for, I guess it was for our anniversary. Yeah. So we went and bought another one, and now we don't like it.
The pot's not as big as the other pot.
It's not as big. It's just like little things about it. We just don't like it, I said, well, I'm going to tell them, can we get another? They gonna say, I know y'all say, look.
You better use that one.
I know you ain't just nothing. Look.
Oh my god.
We just start laughing at ourselves. That's when you know you're getting older.
You laugh at your own
no jokes and stuff.
But that's a good thing.
Right.
You ought to be able to laugh at
yourself because you will keep yourself so much calmer.
Yes, you will.
Laughing at yourself.
Laugh at yourself.
But when you were making that point, I thought that was a real good point. How I can't remember who it was, Jensen Franklin or someone says you could be looking at all the posts, maybe somebody saying happy birthday, all of us, maybe one person says something a little off color, and that's the one you go home in on. The one little off color, I didn't know it's your birthday, or you getting old, or maybe not say happy birthday or something pleasant. They may something a little off color, or say something that's a little a little distasteful, or maybe something they should have said privately to you. And you will home in on that one statement. Now you got 99 other statements that are saying, you got 6 other days of the week the person is making coffee or making dinner. Right. But the one day of the week the person's not making dinner. And here you are, saying something. That was his point. We focus in on the one time that they don't do more than the 20 times they did do, or the 99 nice statements, or the 6 days of the week they did do it. Right. And we focus in on that one day they didn't, or the 99 negative statements. Yeah. Why is that? Help us out with that.
I don't know how that is. That's a good one there.
And it's true.
But it's true. That's what happened. I mean, people that come down there, and so just that one day that she don't make it, if I come down there and just go to ranting and raving, would that make sense?
Right.
I mean, anybody can ask, would that make sense? I thought you gonna make the coffee. It should have been made. No, it shouldn't be that way. No. Get up and make it yourself.
So next thing, when a person does do that or get upset, what is your temperament? I want you to grade yourself. Or if we really want to know the truth, we know the kids are asleep right now. We know your kids are asleep, and we know that your niece and nephews, so we don't want to bother them. But I would say bring them to the camera and let's ask them, how do they normally react? You know,
Wow, yeah,
when,
right.
because that's when the truth comes out. We want the truth about you, or you want the truth about me. Don't ask me. Ask him or ask our kids. You know, they'll tell you the truth.
The
Well,
truth.
normally she gets mad. She starts throwing stuff. She start. You know, if you hear that, you need to really pray for me. Pray
Right,
for me
right.
either way. But you know, but that shouldn't be the response.
no.
Thank God that isn't. But think about that. What is your temperament? When things are not in the way you're used to. You're normally used to coming down the steps and things being done. You're normally used to that breakfast being cooked, you know, or that paper being finished for you, or that, you know, somebody handed you some money, or, you know, whatever. You're used to that. So what is your temperament? What is your attitude when you don't get that thing?
Well, you can't have no attitude with it because it's not something that they, let's quote unquote, have to do.
Entitlement,
No,
you talked about.
right. Entitlement. No.
But people
they don't-
still do, though.
But that's not cool.
So you telling us they're wrong if
That's
you do that?
wrong.
Is that
That's
what you're
wrong.
saying?
That ain't right.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not fair to that person that has been doing all the time, and then they don't do it that time, and you get an attitude. That's not fair to that person. So no, don't let your
So is
anger
that
come
kind of?
out.
Can we say that that's kind of a sense of? I don't want to use a harsh word like abuse, but maybe a lighter word like just
Abuse? Oh, a lighter word.
like not feeling entitled. That's kind of a lighter way of saying the
Lighter
same
way
thing.
of saying the same
You know,
thing.
it really is.
Yeah, it is.
you know.
That is. That's somewhat. I mean, make a
Feeling
person
like-
like you entitled,
Let's
and
not
make a
act
person
like
feel
that.
you're supposed to do this. You have
Right.
to do. No. In a marriage, a husband and wife, it's not still not a supposed or got to do a thing. No, we choose to do that.
Right.
We choose to make our homes happy.
Right.
That's your choice to make your home happy
That's
or
good.
make it miserable. That's your decision. So your decision should be: I want my home to be happy. If I go down there and the coffee's not made, I'm not gonna go off and going all kind of ways
Right,
because
right.
the coffee's not made. Why? Because I want to keep peace in my home.
And
That
we're
should
just
be all
using
about
coffee
this.
as an
Yeah,
example.
just an example.
You fill in the blank.
Yeah, you
know.
put in there whatever
Right,
you all
right. So
may have had some issue with.
Right, there you go.
You know, whatever it is, washing dishes. I mean,
Throwing a load
yeah.
of clothes in.
But I thank
Or-
God for our dish. We ain't really worried about dish because we thank God for our dishwasher. We throw everything.
That's one of the most used tools,
Yeah.
appliances.
Our dishwasher and our washing machine.
Right.
But our dishwasher, it work out. I believe my brother and sister-in-law said they got a dishwasher.
They
They may
never
not even
use
know how to turn the thing on. Cause they,
They were knocking them dishes out.
I mean, just the two of them at home ain't but the two of us here, but we
Right.
still, no.
It seems like we got more trash and more dishes.
dishes
What
come
is
up.
that?
I mean, we just
I don't
look
know.
out-
Do you all have that
every
too
time
at
we
your
look up,
home?
we got a
lots
cup.
of trash, lots of dishes,
know.
and it's just two of us here. So it's like, what is that?
But it's a must that we just use our dishwasher. I mean,
lot.
not no hand washing dishes no more. No, we don't do that. We don't do that
Very
here.
rarely.
With my brother and sister-in-law, we don't do that here.
But it's not like a good conversation,
No,
and you're doing the dishes and talking,
That's
and
good,
then helping
too.
each other put it away. Now we do that,
But
you know.
but it's a good thing to be able to just while we stand there put them in the dishwasher.
That's true. And rinse them
conversate.
out. So we wash them before we put them in the
So that kind of thing. So yeah, it's just, but it's nothing. Let's say this. It's nothing to say anything against them doing it the way
Oh,
they
absolutely.
do it. No,
That
nothing
works for
against
their
them. Yeah,
household.
sure. And so for him or her, either one of them comes up, well, I'm not gonna wash dishes no more. I'm just gonna throw them in the dishwasher. Now that may cause a want to have a second thought because you've been doing this washing by hand all the time.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you mad at me because I didn't put them in the dishwasher.
Right.
That may be a whole different story.
Why you
but
using
yeah,
light bill gonna go up? Like
water bill going to light
there
bill.
was a couple that we had that we counseled that everything that May did, another May found an argument. It's like, oh my God.
Everything.
Everything. It's like literally, if she changed in the middle of the week and decided to put it in the dishwasher, that was gonna be an argument.
That was a problem. That was a problem for him.
It's just that's the kind of temperament that I'm trying to home in on. Let's watch our temperament. When a person does an act of service, you know that I don't have to do certain things because I'm married or because I'm a female, or you know, you have to clean the kitchen, you
Right.
have to
Mop
you know
the
mop the floor, you have to change the linen, or you have to this is not the kitchen in the bedroom, Thelma. Oh, is it, honey? It's the kitchen in the bed. That's where a woman's supposed to be, in the kitchen in the bed. We're kind of out of those days. I don't know if you noticed, we might be getting a woman's president. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see soon.
Right.
We definitely got a vice president woman, So women are really, and in couples that want to make their marriage comfortable and want peace in their home, and they see that their wife is, working lots of hours or needing to have, needing to be in another spot. It just behooves your mind. It makes you think to say, you know what? I need to step in on this area right now. My plate is clear, and I can go ahead and jump in on this area. This is our home.
Right.
It's not your responsibility, your everything. It just shouldn't be like that.
Right.
If you want peace in your home and at home to be fulfilled, that's just our take, and it works for us. And I hope these are tips that will help to bring more peace into your home as well.
And sometimes men just look at the wife to do all of the dishes and the baby and the clean and the blah. But that should not be the case, because what you're going to do is wear that poor lady out.
Yeah.
You're going to wear her out. And then when it's come time for what you want to do and it's time to go to sleep, she's going to be
She's
tired.
too tired to do anything.
And then you upset because you don't ever want to do that. You done worked like a Hebrew dog.
Yeah.
So,
he changed diapers just like, it was his child's behind just like it was my child's behind.
True. Right.
We're together.
Yeah.
Not only that, just teamwork, it just makes it go so much easier.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a husband and a wife, if it's two sisters, two brothers, a sister and a brother, whatever capacity that you're in, jump in and help where you can.
Yeah.
Acts of service is a beautiful love language. It's a beautiful love language. Do you have anything else about that?
And it helps out in a relationship. Laziness, broken commitment, and making more work for them tell speakers of the language they're feeling don't matter. Wow. You being lazy and a broken commitment that don't want to do nothing, don't want to help out. You want to just sit on the couch all the time and say, bring me some Kool-Aid. While she in the midst of mopping the floor, you gotta bring me some Kool-Aid while you sitting there and bring me some chips and all these cookies and all this while she's been working all day. And then in the evening, you just sitting there on the couch, and all you want to do is make all these demands. Now you getting upset because she don't fulfill or he don't fulfill.
Right, either way.
Either way it goes. Yeah, it's either he or she. No, that's not fair to that mate, or that's not fair to that friend, or whatever the case may be. Get up and do something, in order to keep the household happy.
Moving forward.
Yeah,
productive.
You want to have a productive house, and you want to have
household.
happiness. It's miserable being miserable.
It really is.
It's miserable being
and
miserable.
those that are being miserable and you're causing the misery, you're miserable. Stop. Change that attitude.
Yeah.
Push yourself. And what is dividing? What is making you hold on to that hardness?
Right,
what is it?
right,
What's
right.
making you hold on to that stubbornness? What is it? It's a little thing called pride. Let's get rid of it. It does not make for, my necklace is gonna, let me just take it on off. It does not make for a peaceful home. It does not make for a peaceful life.
Right.
Your own mindset is just we talked to a couple of couples, and I can remember him saying he wakes up in the morning and tries to think of things to get her upset. Remember that?
Right.
He thinks of things. Or what can I do to get her upset today? I want to get her. I'm gonna get her. Well, no, you're on the same team. I don't know if you know, but you're on the same team. You're not on opposite teams.
Right.
Stop trying to get him or her or them, and go ahead and do some acts of service and watch how fulfilled you feel.
Oh, wow. It said, when others serve you out of love and not obligation, you feel truly valued and loved. When others serve you out of love and not obligation. Because you're my wife, you're obligated to clean the dishes. You're obligated to wash. You're obligated to check. No, we do that for each other out of love because we love each other. She don't want to wear me down. I don't want to wear her down. So we do things for each other. We serve each other. She's sitting on the couch, and I'm going in the kitchen and asking me to bring her a glass of water. You get up and get your own water. No.
That's so
mean. That's not how you do things. No, you get up and get your water. No, I wasn't going all the way in the kitchen. Any excuse now.
Now you were going on
now,
it.
yeah, now you trying to get up some reason not to be a service to your mate.
Right.
No, do what you can because that's going to keep your home happy
It really
and peaceful.
is. Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want. You should want
So true.
a peaceful home. If you don't, something's wrong. That's something's wrong.
Something's not
Then you
right.
need to go and get some things checked out. If you don't want a peaceful home, you always want ruckus going on. And you always want to have just crazy stuff going on. No,
We
nobody
hear
want to
so
live
many
like
things.
that.
It's like, really?
Nobody should want to live like that. No.
It's like, you must be pretty, something's going on the inside. Let's talk about that. Let's
Yeah.
go back to your childhood. Because
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
That elevator don't go all the way up. Something ain't right.
Just anything just to keep up fussing going on in the
Right.
house. No, that's not
And
the
you
way
wake
to
it
live.
up thinking of things to aggravate that other person.
Wake up. You wake up that way.
Come on
What
now.
can I do to make her mad that I can go off?
It's not the way to think.
No, don't
Think
think
of
like
things,
that.
how can I make his life easier?
Yeah.
What can I do? Do you need dry cleaning? Do you want me to take him to there? Just start thinking like that and watch how that little tweak will help make for a more pleasant experience. You might get a little treat at night, some acts of service.
Then you really get some acts of service.
There you go. There you go.
So if you can be nice to each other, be nice. Let's just be nice. Not just talking about in the house, but
Tender
the people
heart.
but people in general. You know, sometimes I look at YouTube and things on and it shows how people do things for people, and it just really sparks their whole life and whole day. Just maybe buy somebody a lunch, or do something nice for somebody. Give the homeless some food or whatever it might be.
Right.
You do something that's gonna spark an act of service for somebody else. Not always looking for somebody to do something for you. I'm gonna be happy when you do stuff for me. No, that's not the way to be. No, do something for somebody else, and that should bring a fulfillment on the inside of you when you do something for somebody else. And it should really make you feel good, saying, wow, I helped somebody today. I did this, I did that. Versus, oh, didn't nobody do nothing for me. Oh, woe is me because nobody did anything for you. No, we got to be able to do something for others.
Right.
Act of services and be able to help make somebody else's life happy. Make somebody else's life sparkle or whatever it may be. But not to always look for it just to be about you.
Right.
Don't look for it always, but it shouldn't be. You should feel miserable if you always want things to be about you.
Right.
That's kind of getting that pride and selfishness. No, be about somebody else and help somebody else.
Oh, that's so good. So good. Well, I think we did. Is that all that it said on
Yes,
there?
I think so.
Okay.
Now, we done kind of did a little justice
I
to
thought
that one.
was so good. And, you gives me a different perspective on acts of service.
Yeah,
It gives me a
right.
different, how to get that up?
Yeah.
A different perspective on acts of service and a new appreciation for
Yeah.
it. And not to, so let's see what the opposite says about the acts of service here. Acts of service. So one thing to avoid, if that's a person's love language, what I need to avoid is lacking follow through on small and large tasks. Lacking follow through. So don't lack and follow through. Follow on up and do the things that's necessary. Maybe like, for an example, something small. If you put the dishes up, go ahead and you put the dishes in the dishwasher. You got a few extra minutes. Go ahead and put them in the cabinets.
Put them in the cabinet.
If you put the clothes in the washer, I have a rule. If I don't have time to do the whole process, because I don't want my clothes to sit in the dryer, I just wait until I have that day, that I started out, so it can be a chain reaction from the washer to the dryer to the hanger, because it's a process. But you don't want it to sit in there for days and weeks. You got to dry it again.
Put some ice in there to get it.
Yeah, that's one of the tips on TikToks. Put an ice cube in the dryer,
Yeah.
and that'll kind of wake it up and let your clothes to get softened and things. So, to kind of give it a fresh start. So that was one of the TikTok tips for the day that we wanted to share.
That's good.
All right. I
right.
think we have exhausted this.
Yes.
If you have any other tips, please share it on the screen. Please share it. Let us know.
Any comments?
Yes. Next week, we will go to the last one. The last one, which is physical touch.
Whoa.
And then the week after, if we don't exhaust that early, then we will do a wrap up on the whole topic. So we want to hear your comments. We want to hear from you. to hear what your thoughts are. Even God loves these 5 love languages.
Right,
and
right.
there's scriptures to support him being connected to each one of these love languages.
Yeah.
You know, just think of scriptures of things. You know, he has us to be helpers. There's so many gifts of helps, and those people are so needed. Oh my
Right.
God, gifts of helps are such a blessing in the
Yeah.
kingdom building. So quality time. God wants you to spend some quality time with him. Spend it with each other. He wants us to
Right.
connect. Gift giving. Every Sunday we give offerings, you know, sometime during the week. When I get nice checks and nice bonuses and things at work, I can't wait to give at my church. I love giving. I'm a giver. I love giving to people. And God so loved the world that he gave.
Right.
He gave. He's a giver. His only begotten son. Words of affirmation. Oh, you know, every time you pray, you tell him, hallowed be thy name. You're awesome. You're wonderful. You've been good to me. He loves those affirmations. So God is about all of these.
Yes, he
languages,
is.
honey.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yes, he
about the
is.
love language.
Well, we're tired. We're going
thank
on
you all
to
so
bed.
much for watching us tonight. You all take care. We'll
Thank
see
you
you
for
next
being with
time,
us.
Lord's will, on
One again, inspiration. It's
Good night.
Monday. You
It's
made
Monday.
it. Go and have a great week.
Yes.